Presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Kafka will dust it off, throws it to the net, and almost was pushed in. Still loose. Kafka stuffs it in. They win it overtime. 6-5. The puck was not covered, and Kafka found
it. It's time for Oahe Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The Capitals are brought to you by Leisure Palace, AirTech Heating and Cooling, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, AGE, Kathy Sunshine Properties, and Dakota Storm Roofing.
Pass goes across over for Birch. She'll wait, and that shot save, rebound, and score! It is McIntyre that puts it in, and we're tied at 2. McIntyre for a second of the game in front of the nets.
The Capitals are also brought to you by Beck Motor Company, Ferding Electric, First Fidelity Bank, Xander Auto Parts, State Farm Becky Potsuba Agency, and River Bottom Sanitation.
Emily Nemec will race into the offensive zone and pick up the puck. She's got Kafka with her. Over, back to Nemec. She scores! The Caps get it right back. The pass was blocked. It came back to Nemec, and she put it in to make it 3-1.
The Oahe Capitals are also brought to you by American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine Agency, the Boys and Girls Club, Herman's and Endodontics, Weatherall Roofing, Wagner Auto, and the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection. And now for the call, let's head to the booth and the voice of the Oahe Capitals, John Winkler.
As we welcome you here to Sioux Center as the Oahe Capitals take on the Sioux Center Storm in our first of 3 games this weekend as the Capitals first take on the Storm in the girls varsity matchup. And tomorrow we'll have Oahe and Sioux Falls Flyers in girls hockey. And then it will be the Oahe Capitals and Sioux Center in boys hockey here on Sunday, back here in the Sioux Center Vernon, as we're here at the home of the Dordt Defenders as the Capitals look to go to 4-1 of the season. And the Sioux Center Storm looking for their second win to go to 2-4 on the year. Their one win came against Rushmore in one of their last couple of games. They played Rushmore in a 3-game weekend. They got a win in one of those 3 games as they are 1-4 on the season. As this Caps team lost their first game last time out, but that was nearly 2 weeks ago now at this point. They did not play last weekend, and they will take on the Sioux Center Storm team. And just like it was a couple weekends ago, whenever the Capitals took on the Rushmore Thunder, before then facing the Brookings Rangers, the Caps got to make sure that they are ready for this contest. Sioux Falls is tomorrow, an undefeated state champion team. You know Sioux Falls and Brookings are 2 of those top 3 teams, and you want to be that 3rd of the top 3 teams. But you have to make sure you beat the teams below you in the standings. And while, yes, it is still early on, you look back what happened last year with the Caps winning all 3 games against Sioux Center, and then also on the fact that they want to win games here to get into that second round. They want to make sure that they get into that state semifinal, but you have to make sure that you're one of those top 3 seeds. You don't want to be that 4-5 matchup. You like to be one of those top 3 teams. The Caps absolutely can do that, but they have to take care of business for the teams that are lower than them in the standings, and you feel like you're going to go compete against Brookings and Sioux Falls. Everybody else is and not that Brookings and Sioux Falls aren't beatable, but you know that everybody else is very beatable. But the Caps have to stay focused in this game and not worry about what Sioux Falls brings tomorrow afternoon when you take on that undefeated Flyers team. Have to be focused on the game tonight against the Sioux Center Storm. The Sioux Center Storm team is getting a little bit healthier, getting more their normal players and their full lineup going. Brooklyn Biles back in the lineup after missing a couple of games. She's got 2 goals and 3 assists. She is tied for that 3rd on the team in goals. Malin Groenweg's got 3 goals, being 2nd on the team, and Ryan Brenner, the team leader, with 4 goals and 6 points so far on the year for the Sioux Center Storm. And of course, Victoria Pendergrass is the starting goalie. She played every single minute for varsity last year. She does have a backup goalie, Haley Schumacher, who's got some starts and able to relieve a little bit of some pressure off of Victoria Pendergrass. And this contest here between this Capitals and Sioux Center Storm is going to be a good one between these two teams here to start off a cold, bitter weekend and a snowy weekend. But we're going to have all those games for you for the Capitals and the Storm, Flyers, and then Storm again right here on Capital City Rock. Let's take our first break in the pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk more about this matchup and look at the standings and look at the rest of the weekend, because there's not a lot of girls varsity games this weekend. We get to be 2 of the 3 games for the Oahe Capitals. They're playing 2 of the 3 girls varsity games this weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a little bit. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hi, this is Jason from Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio here in Pierre. This Christmas, give the gift the whole family can enjoy. We carry hot spring, caldera, and free-flow spas, soothing saunas, and quality pool tables, perfect for year-round fun and relaxation. For 35 years, we've brought South Dakota families the very best, and we still offer the guaranteed lowest prices in the state on every spa and every product we sell. So this holiday season, give comfort, give wellness, and give memories. Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio, quality you trust at the guaranteed lowest price in South Dakota.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
The puck drops, the crowd roars, and Oahe hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to support local hockey all season long. Whether you're hitting the road for work, school, or your next adventure, they've got your automotive needs covered. Stop by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre. Driven by community, powered by you.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters, reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
Hi, this is Aubrey Stewart, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back, and we continue to get set for the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Center Storm here this evening from the Sioux Center Vernon, home of the Dordt Defenders. The Oahe Capitals are looking for their 4th win, and I mentioned earlier Sioux Center getting healthier and getting back to full strength. The Oahe Capitals still are getting back to full strength. They are still missing a couple girls this weekend, but Callie Beam is back and making her season debut. 9 goals and 6 assists last season for Beam, the captain for the Capitals. And for Beam, it's, she hurt her hand right towards the beginning of the right before the season got underway with Team SD. Had to have surgery and is now back and fully at 100% and fully released and ready to play here this weekend, get a couple games, and she is going to be a huge lift to this Capitals team. And again, the depth continues to grow for the Capitals, getting girls back. Dakota McIntyre and Beam missed the first weekend. Then they got McIntyre back in the second weekend. all of a sudden that adds a little bit extra, another piece of the depth and another good player for this Capital team. Now it's another good player that comes in and adds more depth to this Capitals team. They will be without Aston Hunsley and Micah Buffalo. Both will be out, and Hunsley will be back next weekend. Buffalo will be back towards the end of the 2025 calendar and into January. So a little bit of some mix and matches of different lines, and obviously Beam now filling into a spot on the defensive side of things. An opportunity for these girls to get to a chance. Hunsley obviously being on one of those top lines for the Capitals. So now you're going to mix and match and see what other chemistry you can work with this line or that line. And then when Hunsley comes back, you place her back in. But then Coach Wadine has another option of being able to maybe move things around and move different pieces and get those best lineups. And the fun of how the season goes along. And obviously, Hunsley and Buffalo not out with injuries. So when they'll come back and they won't have to get back into game shape. They'll jump right back into that lineup pretty quickly. And so that's going to be a big lift again for the Capitals when they go into next weekend, but won't have them this weekend. Kylie Fromm will get the start. She's got the 3 wins so far in the season. She's played in all 4 games. That goals against average at 2.43, and the save percentage at .878, and does have a shutout in that 1-0 win against Aberdeen in that second game of the season. And so this Capitals team wants a good start to the weekend. Sioux Falls is right there on the doorstep tomorrow, but you can't get to tomorrow without playing here tonight, and you want to have confidence going into tomorrow, and that involves getting a win here against the Sioux Center Storm here this evening. We're going to talk about the games coming up this weekend and how the standings look for girls varsity. We'll talk about some of the boys games that are being played tonight as well. That's all coming up as you are listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station, as we hit the 8 o'clock hour. We'll take another break in the pregame show. We'll come back and tell you those games from around the state, because no other games have started. We'll tell you what the state weekend schedule looks like for girls and boys varsity. Coming up next, you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Looking for a trusted partner in your automotive journey? Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, is here for all your car buying, service, and repair needs. Whether you're shopping for a new ride, keeping your vehicle running smoothly, or looking for expert advice, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service every step of the way. We offer a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, along with a service department you can count on. Come down to Beck Motor Company, where your satisfaction is our top priority. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. BeckMotors.com, 605-224-5912.
Since 1956, Ferding Electric has been serving South Dakota with reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work. Their team of licensed, knowledgeable electricians will help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential, commercial, or agriculture. We know how to get the job done right. The history of Ferding Electric is something to be very proud of, and they work every day to ensure they remain the best electricians in Central South Dakota. Call 224-8684 or visit their website at Ferding.com. That's Ferding.com.
Whether you're a first-time buyer looking for a home of your own, or you have an eye on an investment property, First Fidelity Bank has the right mortgage for you. From a vacation home to building your dream house from the ground up. So stop by and get your mortgage loan from us. First Fidelity Bank. First-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
When the whistle blows and the season begins, you need more than skill to stay in the game. From football pads and hockey sticks to golf clubs, bikes, and fishing gear, your equipment is an investment. At State Farm, we help make sure it's protected because accidents happen, bags get stolen, gear gets damaged, and games get rough. With the right coverage, you can get back in action fast.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Hi, this is Kylie from, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
And we welcome you back as we continue to get set for the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Center Storm. Looking at scores and games from around the states for boys hockey. We'll start with tonight, just 2 games. Brandon Valley is at Huron for a varsity contest at 8 o'clock, and then at 8:15, Sioux Falls East is hosting Watertown. Tomorrow does Sioux Center and the Oahe Capitals. We won't have that game. We're going to have the girls varsity game at 2 o'clock. They play at 5 o'clock. If things are a little bit closer, the game times are a little bit farther apart, would say we'd be able to have both, but we're only going to have the girls game tomorrow. But you have 5 o'clock. It will be a 5 o'clock puck drop between the Caps and the Sioux Center Storm. Then at 8:15 tomorrow night, Sioux Falls East is hosting Aberdeen. And then the only game on Sunday are the Caps and the Sioux Center Storm for the boys varsity. On the girls side, just 3 games, and we're 2 of them. Oahe Capitals and Sioux Center Storm tonight. Oahe and Sioux Falls tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. And then Sioux Falls is hosting Mitchell at 1 o'clock on Sunday. So those are the only 3 games this weekend for girls varsity, as they'll have a few more games the next weekend. Obviously, the most they can have is just 4 games in a weekend, but we'll have those games for you here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Let's take one more break here in the pregame show. We'll come back and get you set for a puck drop between the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Center Storm. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The Boys and Girls Club of the Capital area serves over 250 kids every day, giving them a safe place to go after school where they have fun and engage in learning activities school cannot provide. It is our mission to help every child become the best they can be. You can help children have a great future too by donating or volunteering for the club. For more information, go to bgccaparea.org or call us at 605-224-8699. From all of us here at the club, go Caps!
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty or utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Hi, this is Sienna Tipton, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we walk you back, we are getting sent for a puck drop between the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Center Storm, as we'll send things down for the introduction of our starting lineups and opening the puck drop.
Number 7, Sonia Jung. Number 11, Elliot Birch. Number 16, Brianna Holman. Number 30, Kirsten Miller. Number 33, Emily Nemeth. And starting the goal, number 19, Kylie Dawn. And starting for your Sioux Center Storm, number 5, Mason Cannon. Number 13, Amanda King. Number 20, Rhea Brenner. Number 23, Kirsten Curia. Number 28, Megan Wright. And starting in goal, number 31, Victoria Pendergrass.
So we're ready to go here from the Sioux Center Vernon as those starting lineups again: Kirsten Miller, Emily Nemec, and Brenna Ullman, those three forwards for the Capitals. Elliot Birch and Sonia Junt are the two defensemen, with Kylie Fromm being the starting goalie for the Oahe Capitals. For the Sioux Center Storm, Amanda King, Macy Cannigan, and Rhea Brenner are the top three forwards, with Maggie Wright and Kirsten Curiel being the two defensemen, and Victoria Pendergrass in between the pipes for Sioux Center. Caps will go from left to right on your radio dial. The Sioux Center Storm from right to left. I just realized that the scoreboard on Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube is backwards, with trying to get the right teams in the right spots, but the Capitals bench is to the left and not to the right as the scoreboard indicates. But we are ready to go, and we are underway here tonight in Sioux Center as the Storm will win the opening faceoff. It'll be moved up to number 13, Amanda King, and then into the offensive zone for Sioux Center, diving for the puck, and it goes off the glove of Kylie Fromm, and it will be picked up here by Sioux Center. That pass came free and out of the zone, and it will be Mallory Learcamp that will pick it up. Learcamp, it is McIntyre, Stewart, and Learcamp, the three starting forwards. They had introduced the other three forwards in Nemec, Ullman, and Miller, but it is McIntyre, Stewart, and Learcamp. As puck into the corner, picked up by Birch as she had to fight for that puck. And here behind the net, Birch will pick it up and will bring it here to the near side. Throws it off the boards to Learcamp, who will slow it down and does get out of the zone. Kirsten Curiel will have it at the red line. Got it to the Capitals blue line before it was sent back to the red line. And then it's dumped in on nets, and Kylie Fromm is there to knock it away. First minute gone by here in the first period. It says Brenna Ullman on the near side, make that the far side. That will move it along. And over, Ullman will move it up ahead to Kirsten Miller. And then Miller in for Nemec. Nemec moves in. That shot back to Miller with a shot, and that goes off the side of the goalpost. Good look there from Miller early on in this hockey game. Callie Beam, her first shift here in the 2025-26 season. This was tipped at the red line. No, it was not. We will get a whistle, and it'll be an icing against the Oahe Capitals with 15:33 to go here in the first period. Victoria Pendergrass, 1 win so far, 4.64 goals against average, 836 save percentage. She played every game last year, not going to be playing every game this year, or at least hasn't played every game this year. Haley Schumacher has had a couple of games between the pipes for Sioux Center, as the face-off here on the near side to the right of Fromm is won by the Capitals. And Callie Beam on that far side skates all the way around and moves it to the neutral zone off the skate of Brenna Ullman and into the offensive zone. First one to it is Avery Felton for Sioux Center. She'll move it up to the far side and out of the zone. It comes from the Storm. That was by number 23. And no, that was not 23. Looked like number 23. There's a shot from the side of the net. That coming from Jordan Wasman. And then from that far side, that opportunity didn't get to the net. Here on the near side is Callie Beam. Maggie Wright's pinching in. Does come out of the zone. That pass from Nemec over, and this will be now moved up ahead to Brenna Ullman, but just off of her stick. Curiel fighting for the puck on that far side. Ava Lavenger in for the Capitals. This comes out of the zone, and Junt will pass it here to the near side for Birch, who will walk into the offensive zone, but it is offside. We get a whistle as Reagan Emmy had stepped in just a moment too soon. 14:37 to go here in the first period. No score. The American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Just one shot on goal belonging to the Capitals. As the face-off here is right in the neutral zone near the Sioux Center blue line. It's one to Birch, throws it across for Sonia Junt, and then it'll be played all the way around, and it'll come here to the corner on the near side where it's going to be grabbed by the Capitals, and trying to fish it out was Reagan Emmy. Out to Birch, who will walk in. That shot was caught on the skates. It was hit by the skate of Macy Canagator. She basically stepped on the puck to stop it, and then it comes out of the zone. It's back to Birch here at her own blue line. Moved up ahead. That one's tipped away by Reagan Emmy, and it's into the offensive zone. Emmy fighting for the puck away from Kirsten Curiel. Ava Lavenger over there as well. Sienna Tipton for the Capitals, but it does come free for Sioux Center, and it comes here to the near side where it's going to be moved along by Amanda King. That one on the far side, Jalen Visser will be the one to disrupt that pass, and it stays near the blue line. 5 players are battling for the puck near the Capitals bench. It will come free. That one's tipped on, and they score. Elliott Birch tried to stop the puck. It was off of her stick, and then Callie Fromm was moving to her right, but couldn't stop it in time to get back over, and Sioux Center will score the first goal of the game with 13:38 to go. I did not catch the number that shot the puck. It might have been Visser from that far side. An unfortunate break for the Hawaii Capitals, and a fortunate break for the Sioux Center Storm. Take a 1-0 lead. Mallory Learcamp off the faceoff moved it right in, got a shot away, but shot it too high. This will come here, picked up by Beam, walks it to the net, and that shot and a save is made by Victoria Pendergrass. 13:25 to go here in the first period. Jordan Wasman was the one that scored from Jalen Visser. Face-off won by the Capitals. That shot again, another save made, and we do get another whistle with 13:22 to go here in the first period. This face-off again on that the near side face-off dot. This will be moved along out of the zone. Pass goes across from Wasman in for Visser, and Visser will send it around the boards to the near side. Comes for Aubrey Stewart in the corner for the Capitals. She'll move it up the boards, held in by Maggie Wright. That shot got all the way through, and a good save that time by Kylie Fromm to get the whistle at 12:59 to go here in the first period. Face-off will come to the right of Fromm. So Wasman gets her first goal of the season. Visser with her second assist. And a 1-0 advantage here for Sioux Center. And we get a whistle on a false start on the face-off. And so that will kick out Jordan Wasman. No, Wasman will go back in and take the face-off. Maggie Wright had moved in, where they kicked out one of the Capital players. Brenna Ullman had to take the face-off. She won the face-off. And now here's Elliott Birch that will protect the puck and move it into the neutral zone. Birch picking up speed, will swing it into the offensive zone. Cuts free, she got hooked. That shot stayed by the net. It is still loose. The goalie is out of position in Pendergrass. Play will continue. Will be a penalty coming up against Sioux Center. Birch still has it. She was able to draw that penalty. Now she'll get free. The Capitals don't even see that there's going to be a penalty coming up against, I don't believe. Fromm's trying to get to the net. And then the pass, that will finally be picked up, and we will get a whistle. And it's a hooking call against Sioux Center. And the Capitals will get their first power play of the night, the Boys and Girls Club power play. Kirsten Curiel gets called for the hook on Birch, who cut in free. With 12:23 remaining here in the first period. Let's see if the Caps can get on the board and tie this hockey game up. This face-off will be won by Sioux Center. Behind the net, around it goes, where it's going to be Ainsley Reese that will hold it in. And it's now here to the near side for Mallory Learcamp. Learcamp in the corner. Spin it back out of the blue line. Beam with the shot that got through and kicked away by Pendergrass. Brooklyn Bile will send it all the way down the ice. Fromm will try and settle it down. Got between her legs, and she had to throw it to the far side boards. And then a couple players all tumble down. And it will be kicked out of the zone by the Capitals. Sending it back in. Now it will be picked back up. We get an offside call against Sioux Center, as they just not quite got tagged back up. We got the whistle, 11:41 to go. 11:47 to go here in the first period. Still 1:24 remaining on the Curiel hook. Well, the Caps trailing 1-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Birch, that pass misses for Ullman, but it's not picked up cleanly. Now here's Nemec, throws it to the net just wide. Ullman now back to towards the blue line. Birch pinches in, and then it's off the skates of Ullman and out of the zone. The Caps will have to regroup, and then we will send it back in. It'll come here to the near side. Birch will try and hold the line. Ava Lavenger does hold it at the blue line. We'll send it around to the far side. Sonia Junn is down there behind the goal line in the corner. Off the backhand, trying to get it to Ullman. That one will be off of Lavenger's stick and out of the zone. And it'll be all the way down. Elliott Birch now will pick it up. Birch here in the near side, up ahead for Ullman. She'll turn with it. Her pass right on the tape of Aubrey Stewart, who moves in on her off wing. Centers one, just missing for Nemec. Off the skate of Birch, she'll settle it down. That pass or that shot got blocked. Got to the near side. Birch now walks it in. Her shot and a save. Rebound is there, and it is going to be stuffed in, and a goal scored for Aubrey Stewart. It went off the crossbar, laid in front of the blue plate, and it was then stuffed in by Stewart for the power play goal, and the Capitals have tied the hockey game with 10:40 to go here in the first period. Stewart will get her first of the season. We'll try and get the assists as the period goes along. But with 10:40 remaining, Stewart has got the Caps on the board. So now we are even here at 1-1 here in the first period. On the near far side, that pass from Kirsten Miller up ahead is picked up here by Reagan Emmy. Moves it for Ava Lavenger, who carries it into the zone just off of her stick and couldn't control it. Puck is still free on the corner. Battling for it was Curiel and Lavenger, and it does come free and out of the zone now, and it's moved in for an opportunity. That shot goes high. That coming from Addison Zvoda. Out to the blue line where it's going to be held in. Sent towards the net. That is going to be just wide. And now it's Maggie Wright that starts to carry it in. Over to the far side. Behind the net, Sonia Junt will move it up ahead, where it's grabbed by Catherine Stoley. This will make its way back down here now for a Beam to grab. Beam on the near side, plays it off, and went off of Reagan Emmy. Emmy now will cut free and get into the neutral zone. Emmy will go right past and push it off the boards, but she's late on a shift, so she'll go off for a change. And it will be now grabbed and out of the zone, not out of the zone, it's going to be held in. That shot goes just wide, and it goes to the corner here on the near side. Held in by Brenna Ullman. That shot didn't get through. It was blocked up, and now it's going to be Kirsten Curiel that will take it one-on-one into the zone against Birch. Curiel made the first move. Birch is able to take the puck away from her. Good defensive play there from Birch. There's a shot from the blue line. It was tipped, and it would be slowed down and enough for Kylie Fromm to get a glove to it and get a whistle. With now 8:48 remaining here in the first period in a 1-1 hockey game. Face off to the right of Fromm. It is controlled by Macy Canagater in the corner. But a good battle and won by Emily Nemec. Up ahead for Brenna Ullman. As it does come here to the near side, this will be moved back up by Amanda King. Elliott Birch now will move it across. And it's now Kirsten Miller that has it. Miller off the boards on a backhand that gets it into the zone. This will be behind the net where it's Sioux Center up ahead for Elliott Birch. Birch in the corner, behind the net, gets it set up. Centers one, and that one just misses for Dakota McIntyre. And it does come out of the zone where Sonia Junt will grab it. And Junt will pass it and miss it for Birch, but it will be grabbed by Miller. Kirsten Miller up ahead for Ullman, and she'll backhand dump it in. Got to the corner, off the corner, and in front of Pendergrass. The puck pops high up in the air. McIntyre got a stick on it. Now it's Miller. Trying to lift a stick, but then it's still grabbed by Sioux Center. Off the board is good. Defensive play by Sonia Junt to pick up the puck on her stick. Now it's so instead grabbed here again. Maggie Wright throws it to the net. That goes wide of Kylie Fromm. Into the corner for Callie Beam. And the Capitals behind the net, up ahead for Aubrey Stewart. Starting to mishandle the puck. Now it's Dakota McIntyre up ahead. Mallory Learcamp will push it into the offensive zone. Learcamp will get back to the puck. Centers one, and then unable to get a shot away was McIntyre. Good defensive play to take it away. I believe that was from Sabota. Make that for Maggie Wright. Here now a chance for a 2-on-1. Learcamp's pass misses for McIntyre. They said she got enough to the red line, so it is no icing. And it will be played now here by an opportunity for the Capitals to still keep the puck in the offensive zone. As Peyton Emmy centers back for Peyton Emmy. Her shot and a save by Pendergrass. Behind the nets, still with it was Stewart. To make that for Peyton Emmy. Now it's Birch that will play it over to the corner. Sienna Tipton racing to it. McIntyre backhands it to the net, wide of Pendergrass. She pushed it back farther behind the net. There's a loose stick in the corner, centering one. Here's Birch with a chance, and Pendergrass makes a huge save to keep it 1-1. Had an open spot going far side on Pendergrass, and she was able to stymie Birch. And a whistle with 6:22 to go here in the first period. Pendergrass has now made 9 saves here in this first period. She has been sharp early on for the Sioux Center Storm. This puck will make its way to Pendergrass, and it was poked away by a stick as it gets into the corner. Reagan Emmy along with Lavenger. That centering pass misses for Sienna Tipton, and now it's the Sioux Center Storm back ahead into the neutral zone, and the pass just misses for Visser. It'll go off the boards, out of the zone in front of the Capitals bench, but it is a delayed offside, and we will get a whistle. With 5:56 remaining here in the first period, still 1-1 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Face-off in front of the Capitals bench. It's 11-3 in shots in favor of Oahe, but the one goal scored by Wasman, her first of the season, a bad break by the Capitals. They really get the power play goal back, scored by Aubrey Stewart. Here's a centering pass. Can't get a shot away as Beam was all over the girl in front of the nets, which was Wasman, who was looking for her second goal of the game. This will be played here by Brooklyn Hewitt, and it will be now sent in by Nemec as it got to the front of the net before it was grabbed by Sioux Center. Out of the zone That one by Hadley Phillips. Now here is Beam back at her own blue line. Up ahead, Ullman will touch it along. No, she did not touch it. So it will be an icing against the Capitals with 5:09 remaining here in the first period. So face off in the offensive zone. Of the Sioux Center Storm with 5:09 to go here in the first period. This will be Elliott Birch that will turn with it. We'll send it here to the near side. That one centered back by the Storm and Amanda King, but it was knocked away by the big paddle of Kylie Fromm. Kirsten Curiel battling forward in the neutral zone and eventually comes free and will be grabbed here by King. And King moves into the offensive zone. King with the shot that rolls up the stick and it goes wide of the net. Behind the net is grabbed here by Birch. Moves up ahead for Learcamp. Bounces away from her stick as we start to get late here in the first period. Backhanded out of the zone by Stewart in front of the Sioux Center bench. And it's now grabbed here by Macy Cannigator. She goes down. Mallory Learcamp's going to get called for a trip. Looked like she had gotten the puck, but she did trip up Cannigator, so Learcamp will go to the box. And it's the first power play opportunity for the Sioux Center Storm tonight with 4:27 to go here in the first period. So big opportunity here for the Sioux Center Storm to try and retake the lead on their first power play. Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill goes to work for the Capitals. On the near side, Callie Beam, that one goes off the stick, and now it's a 2-on-0. Ava Lavenger moves in. Lavenger over for Nemec, who was canceled out by Amanda King in a really good defensive play. Lavenger was looking for that cross-crease pass, but Nemec was canceled out by Maggie Wright. Or by Amanda King, excuse me, and what a great defensive play that was to keep an opportunity for the Capitals to get a shorthanded goal. So now we're under 4 minutes here in the first period. First Sioux Center Storm power play. Caps are 1 for 1 on the power play. Macy Cannigator moves in. That shot save. Rebound is there in front as it wasn't caught cleanly, but the Caps are able to clear it out. Now it's a race to the puck. Dakota McIntaffer looking to win the race from Brooklyn Bile. McIntaffer and Bile, and it's going to be Bile that comes away with the puck. Really good play, though, for McIntaffer, forcing the issue as she will get back defensively now. They came into a 2-on-1. Here's a centering pass. Good stick there from Birch just to get a piece of it and gets it out of the zone. It is now grabbed and moved in by Avery Felton. That shot and a save right in the glove of Fromm, and we get a whistle with 3:10 to go here in the first period. 44 seconds left to go on the power play. Aubrey Stewart has the lone goal for the Hawaii Capitals. Levi and Lonnie Stewart watching on Capital City Rock tonight. I know they wanted to be here, but so we send our best to Levi Stewart. This will be blocked at the blue line on a shot. Maggie Wright will send it back in. Kirsten Miller with the block shot. Sonia Junt maybe accidentally upends one of the Sioux Center players. Now Maggie Wright carries it back into the offensive zone. Junt now behind the nets. Up ahead for Kirsten Miller and out to the blue line. This will be played here to the behind the net as it's going to be Wasman that will pick it up. This will be sent off the mask of Kylie Fromm on a really tough angle that was kind of an odd look to it when it came off the mask. Here is now back into the corner as Learcamp comes out of the penalty box. So the Caps have killed off the penalty against. And now it's Brenna Ullman with 2:17 to go here in the first period. Sioux Center making a change. This was tipped along by Lavenger. Malin Groenweg will send it up ahead. This will be now for Ainsley Reese for the Capitals. Reese will move it up. This puck looking for someone to fight for the puck and take the puck, in midst of a change for Sioux Center still. But now Lavenger will pick it up for the Caps in her own end of the ice. Ava Lavenger will send it here to the near side. That's going to be turned over, though. Centering pass over, tipped along, still loose. Diving for it was Beam. Now here's a shot and a save off the blocker. And out of midair, unable to get the shot away, was Amanda King trying to knock it out of midair to put it in. And she had an open net after it was initially saved by Fromm. Now behind the net for Sioux Center. Wraparound chance. Then the rebound was pushed aside by Brunner, just wide of the nets. 1:20 we go here in the first period. Brooklyn Bile now with a shot. That's a big block for Callie Beam. And it's out of the zone by Beam. Caps are able to get away from that onslaught. Brooklyn Bile will pirouette at the neutral zone and at center ice. And we'll send it in deep as Sonia Junt will play it here to the near side for Ullman. Backhanded out of the zone, open ice. Here is Stewart, the goal scorer for the Capitals. She gains the red line, will dump it in deep. Dakota McIntaffer will get over to it. It'll be sent back, and it's now Stewart that picks up the puck, looking for a centering pass. Back out to the blue line, but it rolls off of Junt's stick with now 40 seconds to go here in the first period. This is now Mallory Learcamp that will pick it up. She'll send it along for Stewart. And a race to the puck, and Stewart will send it back, and it's going to be an offside against the Capitals. It was a long offside call, 30 seconds to go here in the first period. And a face-off just outside of the Sioux Center blue line. We have a final score in girls basketball for Pierre. It is a 59-27 win for Rapid City Stevens over Pierre to open up the season. The Governor girls will take on Rapid City Central tomorrow. Wyatt Britchko will have the call at 1 o'clock. The 1240 coverage on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Final 20 seconds of this first period. We'll try and get you a Stanley County score as well. As Ava Lavenger trying to hold the zone. Here his time is running out in the first period. 10 seconds to go in the first. Sent back over for Brenna Ullman. Her shot and a save by Pendergrass, and we get a whistle with 5 seconds remaining here in the first period. 12-8 in shots. It was 11-3 at one point. But the Caps with a 12-8 advantage. And it's tied 1-1 as the face-off is going to be controlled here by the Capitals, and a shot by Miller as time was expiring, and a save made by Pendergrass as she made 12 of 13 saves in that first period, where the Caps were able to, and Fromm was able to get 7 saves on 8 shots in that first period. So 13-8 in shots in favor of the Capitals. 1-1 is our score at the end of the first period. We'll come back and give you that first period recap as the Caps and Sioux Center Storm are tied at 1 at the end of 1. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Whenever there's a project that will make our community a better place to live, you're right there doing what you can to help. You volunteer because it's your nature to be helpful. All of us at First Fidelity Bank would like to thank you for all you do to make our community a better place to live. First Fidelity Bank, first-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Hi, this is Ava Lavenger, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sport.
As we welcome you back, we continue here in the first intermission report. It is a 1-1 tie on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard, as it was Jordan Wasman that scored the first goal after it was a shot from the far side boards that was off of a stick, and then as Fromm moved to her right, that puck went to her left, and then it just slid into the back of the net, and it was a 1-0 lead as Jalen Visser gets her second assist. Wasman got her first goal of the season, and a 1-0 advantage for Sioux Center. Then it was Aubrey Stewart in the power play when the shot was off the crossbar. Stewart was right in front of the net on the backhand, just scooped it into the net, and a great play. It's not flashy by any means, but it's exactly what you want, is crashing the net and clean up the rebounds and stuffing in a rebound that is right there for you. It doesn't, it's not a top play by any means in terms of how flashy it looks, not making that Sports Center top 10 play, but it's definitely a play that needs to be made, and a good hockey play by Aubrey Stewart to tie the game up at 1-1 as she stuffed in the rebound. Learcamp got the assist, and that came just about 3.5 minutes later, about 3 minutes later, to make it a 1-1 tie, and that's the scoring that we've had in the first period. The Capitals are 1 for 1 in the power play. Sioux Center 0 for 1. Curiel got called for the hook when Burnshed got a breakaway, tried to get a breakaway ahead and end up with a hooking call from Curiel, which the Capitals cashed in later on with that power play. Learcamp got called for a trip and the Caps were able to kill that off, as it is 13-8 in shots in favor of the Oahe Capitals through the first 17 minutes of this hockey game. We are the only girls varsity game tonight, but we will check on other scores from around the state. There are a couple boys games, and a couple as in 2 boys games that are going on tonight. We'll check on those scores coming up here next. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it. River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Hi, this is Jason from Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio here in Pierre. This Christmas, give the gift the whole family can enjoy. We carry hot spring, caldera, and free flow spas, soothing saunas, and quality pool tables, perfect for year-round fun and relaxation. For 35 years, we've brought South Dakota families the very best, and we still offer the guaranteed lowest prices in the state on every spa and every product we sell. So this holiday season, give comfort, give wellness, and give memories. Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio, quality you trust at the guaranteed lowest price in South Dakota.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for a trusted partner in your automotive journey? Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, is here for all your car buying, service, and repair needs. Whether you're shopping for a new ride, keeping your vehicle running smoothly, or looking for expert advice, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service every step of the way. We offer a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, along with a service department you can count on. Come down to Beck Motor Company, where your satisfaction is our top priority. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. BeckMotors.com, 605-224-5912.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
Hi, this is Callie Beam, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back, it is still the first intermission report. The Oahe Capitals and Sioux Center Storm. It's tied 1-1 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebind scoreboard. Again, we are the only girls varsity game tonight. There is no other games going on girls varsity-wise. There are a couple boys games taking place. Huron and Brandon Valley, it is a 2-2 tie in that game. Let's see if we can see where they're at. If they are in the second period, at least early on in this second period, I believe, with the, well, I guess it'll still be 5-on-5. Looks like the matching minor penalties took place not too long ago, but they are in the second period of that game. And then the other game that's taking place, it is a 1-0 lead for Sioux Falls East over Watertown. That's in the first period. East got the goal from Hayden Hansen. Broderick Rothrock and Benjamin Vermeer were the two guys to get the assists, as that came early on in that first period. Looks like that is the end of the first period between Sioux Falls East and Watertown in Sioux Falls with a 1-0 lead for the East Flyers. So those are your score updates for boys varsity, because girls varsity, the only score update that you have is the game that you're watching right now between the Capitals and the Storm. It is a 1-1 tie at the end of the first period. We will come back and have the second period next. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
When the whistle blows and the season begins, you need more than skill to stay in the game. From football pads and hockey sticks to golf clubs, bikes, and fishing gear, your equipment is an investment. At State Farm, we help make sure it's protected, because accidents happen, bags get stolen, gear gets damaged, and games get rough. With the right coverage, you can get back in action fast.
The puck drops, the crowd roars, and Oahe hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to support local hockey all season long. Whether you're hitting the road for work, school, or your next adventure, they've got your automotive needs covered. Stop by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre. Driven by community, powered by you.
The Boys and Girls Club of the capital area serves over 250 kids every day, giving them a safe place to go after after school where they have fun and engage in learning activities school cannot provide. It is our mission to help every child become the best they can be. You can help children have a great future too by donating or volunteering for the club. For more information, go to bgccaparea.org or call us at 605-224-8699. From all of us here at the club, go Caps!
Since 1956, Ferding Electric has been serving South Dakota with reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work. Their team of licensed, knowledgeable electricians will help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential, commercial, or agriculture. We know how to get the job done right. The history of Ferding Electric is something to be very proud of, and they work every day to ensure they remain the best electricians in Central South Dakota. Call 224-8684 or visit their website at ferding.com. That's ferding.com.
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
Hi, this is Brenna Ullman, and you're listening to Oahe Capital Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
We welcome you back as we get set for the second period between the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Center Storm. We're making sure that we tried to move the camera up just a little bit, and I think that might do the trick. Maybe we get to move it up just a little bit more. We'll see if we can get that camera up just a little bit more for those that are watching at home, and without getting too high. You are going to see that lights in there just a little bit on the other side of things, but that right side of the goal will be a little bit easier to see for you. I had noticed that during the first period and didn't get that, had to wait till that second period to get it corrected. But we are ready to go for this second period. We appreciate those watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, and those listening on Capital City Rock 104.5 will be on the air at 1:40 tomorrow afternoon with a 2 o'clock puck drop between the Caps and the Sioux Falls Flyers. And then at 12 o'clock here on Sunday for a puck drop, 11:40 coverage on the Capital City Rock for the Caps and the Sioux Center Storm boys side of things. Boys will play here tomorrow night as well at 5 o'clock, but we've got the girls game at 2. The boys will have to be pretty far behind because also, one, takes about a little over an hour to get here from Sioux Falls, and then 2, probably a little bit longer depending on how the roads are on top of it. So it is highly, highly unlikely that we will have a broadcast of the boys game. Maybe you can check YouTube to see. It'll be a YouTube-only broadcast if we do, but not thinking that's probably going to be the case. But we're ready to go for the second period as the puck will be dropped, and the Caps and Sioux Center Storm are underway here in the second period. As in 1-1 tie, the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. This will be here for the near side, far side, picked up by Sioux Center. Comes out towards the top of the face-off circle where it's grabbed by the Sioux Center Storm. And then it'll be now taken by Amanda King. King's pass is going to be offside, and we get our first whistle of this second period with 16:39 to go in our second period. Face-off will be just outside the Capitals' blue line as they're now going from right to left on your radio dial. Sioux Center from left to right on your radio dial. Macy Cannigator on the face-off. It is Dakota McIntyre that's trying to win it. The puck will eventually be out of the zone by the Capitals and eventually grabbed now here by McIntyre as she'll move it in with Learcamp. McIntyre flipped it up ahead for Learcamp, bounces over her stick, and now Learcamp looking to try and center one up ahead for McIntyre. Puck will come here to the nearest side as Reagan Emmy is able to hold the line. as it gets here for now Kirsten Curiel. Curiel will fight off the stick check from Learcamp. That pass goes up ahead off of Rhea Brenner. And now it's going to be Learcamp trying to move it back in. Brenner will pick it back up for Sioux Center as the battle goes below us, and it will be sent wide of the net off the side of the boards. And now it comes up ahead for the Capitals from Birch to McIntaffer off her stick, but McIntaffer will get it back. Backhand pass out in front, and that was just intercepted. Stewart was on the doorstep and was going to make that a 2-1 lead if she was able to get her stick on that puck. Centered again by McIntaffer. That one just misses Stewart that time, and it will be out ahead to the blue line where it's grabbed by Stewart another time. Stewart will send it in deep, late on a shift. She'll go off for the change, and this will be covered up by Pendergrass after bounced off the boards and slowly pushed her way back to her. 15:27 to go here in the second period. Face-off will be to the left of Pendergrass. Off as his own face-off. Lavenger will try and win the face-off to the net. Got it behind the cage. Then centered one out, and Reagan Emmy just didn't have her stick down in time to try and redirect it to the net. Out to the blue line. It's held in by Callie Beam. Beam trying to position her way to keep the puck in the offensive zone. Does send it back in as Felton was the one she took it away from. And it'll be sent to the far side. Ainsley Reese will pinch in to hold it in the zone. Lavenger got to the far side. And now from the corner, looks ahead. Tried to turn back around and center one, but it went off of a skate. Then intercepted. Now a 2-on-1 developing, but the pass will miss. It was going to be iced, and it wasn't going to be close enough to be an icing as Elliot Birch is able to grab it. Then fans in a pass attempt. Still got the stick and at the blue line. It is held in for a moment. And it's going to be a diving, somewhat of a diving play by Kenley Boyer. And it's grabbed now by the Capitals. Boyer started to dive, but she stayed on her skates and was able to disrupt that play. And then Birch will send it in deep, and the Caps will get a wholesale change. As it comes on the near side, sent up the boards. Emily Nemec will grab it. Backhand pass goes across for Sonia Judd. And now in the midst of a change, here's Kirsten Miller moving in on a breakaway. Miller backhanded shot. Rebound came back to her, and her centering pass was caught by the glove and stopped by the glove of Pendergrass, so we get a whistle. And a couple really good looks here early on for this Hawaii Capitals team in the second period. But it still remains 1-1. Face-off will be to the right of Pendergrass. It is won by the Capitals. Good pass over for Beam square away. That shot was tipped wide by Ullman. Good look there. Good face-off win and then set play off the face-off. Here's Ullman. Will turn around with it at the top of the face-off circle on the far side. Sends it back for Nemec, who will stop and start. Now try to feed one ahead to Ullman in front. Back to Beam with the shot. That one got blocked down. Beam on their backhand. Gets it over for Sonia Judd. That one goes off of a skate, and now it's picked up by the Sioux Center Storm, and he'll be moved up ahead. Wasman trying to move in. She is in onside. We'll send it behind the nets. It'll be grabbed by Hadley Phillips here on the near side. Phillips couldn't handle onto the puck. Emily Nemec will grab it, and we'll send it around to that far side. Ullman dropped her stick. Play will continue. Judd now behind the nets. It'll be centered one over. That one misses for Beam. Now Rhea Brenner, who's on the ice now for Sioux Center. Beam will pick it up, though, and take it away from her. Be moved up ahead, out to Kirsten Curiel for Sioux Center. Good stick there from Kirsten Miller. And now Miller will move it into the offensive zone for the Capitals. Miller moves in, backhanded pass. No one there for the Caps quite yet. And it was intercepted by Curiel anyway. Aubrey Stewart hounding Curiel. McIntaffer was able to get a piece of it. That puck started to come free towards Birch, but she was backing up already. And then she's going to get back to the puck anyway, take it away from Brenner. Fans in the pass attempt, was able to find it at her feet. And Birch will turn and send it out of the zone. Curiel will dust it off at the red line. Sent it up ahead. Puck is still going to be free at the blue line. Learcamp will push it overhead for Peyton Emmy. And then Peyton Emmy is able to grab it back. And then that puck will eventually make its way back to Birch. And she'll send it hard off the boards all the way around where it's grabbed by Stewart, who's up ahead for McIntaffer. Good catch of that pass by McIntaffer. Sends it ahead, and that's gobbled up by the glove of Pendergrass. And we get a whistle at 12:07 to go here in the second period. Still 1-1 American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Caps right now out shooting Sioux Center 3-0 in this second period. Lavenger will take the face off again. It's one. Boyer over there. And now it's going to be Reagan Emmy that puts it towards the net. But that one was sticked away by Pendergrass. Didn't have a lot on it. Brooklyn Bio will stop and start behind her own net a couple times. Booted up towards the blue line, off of Ainsley Reese, and now out of the zone. And it'll be sent by Visser across. It is an onside play, but it was just a little bit behind Sabota, so she couldn't move it and keep moving forward into the offensive zone. Emmy will get it out of the zone. Now a chance for an odd man rush for the Capitals, but Brooklyn Bio will cut it off. Her first initial clearing attempt was blocked, and now Bio will send it up the boards on the near side. Reese will pinch in, but can't hold it in the zone. Good play from Lavenger, who will take her spot, and now Lavenger backing up as Brooklyn Bio has it. Bio will swing in, centers one, and then it's pushed wide by Birch. The centering pass, and Birch was the one that got it and redirected it wide of the net, purposely redirected it wide of the net, not by accident, by purpose to send it wide, but it was a close play, and it will be played here to the corner, as it's now grabbed here by Reagan Emmy. Emmy, then she blew a tire, as it will be offside now from Boyer, as she carried it in just a moment too soon. Emmy was still trying to get back on side. We get a whistle with 10:54 to go here in the second period. Face-off just outside the Sioux Center blue line. Here on the near side. It is won by the Sioux Center Storm. Up ahead for Wasman, and she'll carry it in. Good play by Birch, and now it's Ullman that will pick up speed in the offensive zone. Ullman got a shot, but it was blocked, never got to the net. It was grabbed by Curiel and then sent out of the zone. Birch will race after the puck. It was touched, not going to be icing, won't be anyway. Birch is too quick to get to the puck with that little speed of the puck. And now it's Nemec moving back in. That shot fluttered its way to the net, and Pendergrass is able to swallow that one up, hit her in the stomach, and she'll get the whistle. And it's now 4-1 in shots. Make that 5-1 in shots here in the second period in favor of the Capitals, but still 1-1 on the American Family Insurance printing shuffle by scoreboard. 10:21 to go here in the second. Dakota McIntyre will look to win the face-off. It is to the right of Pendergrass on the near side. And McIntyre will win it to Stewart. Back to Reagan Emmy, but that's going to be taken away, and now it's Rhea Brenner moving in. That shot wide, but from a wide angle. It was maybe going high. Fromm made the catch with the glove, and we get the whistle with 10:12 to go here in the second period, but a really good job of Beam taking away the angle of Brenner trying to get to the net and force that shot to come from a lot farther distance. Brenner's got a really good shot. She's got 4 goals in the season. That centering pass for Brenner misses. Now it's Maggie Wright that will move in. Wright tried to center one, but that was off of a stick. Wright still with it. Centers again. Another chance, and a save made that time by Fromm as she had herself in the right spot. It'll be sent all the way down, but not far enough for an icing. It is grabbed here by Macy Canigator, and we will get a whistle. And it is a hooking call against the Capitals, and it's against Aubrey Stewart. So Stewart goes for a hook with 9:46 to go here in the second period. Second power play now for the Sioux Center Storm. And this is a big, big power play here for Sioux Center. And a big Hermanson endodontics penalty kill if the Capitals can keep this a 1-1 tie. This puck is starting to come free to the net, but it was picked up by the Capitals. Sent high up in the air, bounces over the stick of Avery Felton. Felton will send it back in the red line, and then Birch will send it all the way down as it just misses everybody, as Taylor Allerding said to back away her blocker real fast, make sure she let that puck go all the way down. The backup goalie for the Capitals here in this game. It is now grabbed by Birch. She's got a lot of speed. She can circle around everybody if she wants. Birch will circle around, then throws it to the net, sticked away by Pendergrass as it will get to the corner. Nemec was able to block a pass attempt. 40 seconds have gone by here in the power play for Sioux Center. And it's now moved up ahead. Sabota lost the puck, and Lavenger fanned on it. on a backhand will be sent back around, and it will be now grabbed by Wasman in the corner. But Sonia Junt trying to take it away. Out to the blue line, Brooklyn Bile. That shot got through to save. The rebound was there, and it missed two different players' sticks. And it goes all the way down the ice by the Capitals as they'll clear it all the way down. Dakota McIntyre racing after it. Brooklyn Bile got to it first, set up the boards on the far side. Learcamp will grab it. Caps are thinking short-handed right now with 35 seconds to go here in the power play. Caps will have to tag back up as it got sent back around. And as the Caps do get tagged back up, McIntyre trying to get herself to the puck. It'll be eventually grabbed by the Capitals at their own blue line, but Reese, her first clearing attempt was blocked, and then Learcamp will send it all the way down with 15 seconds to go on the power play. Just one shot on goal so far for Sioux Center on the power play. Looks like that's all they're going to get. 7 seconds remaining in their own end of the ice. Pass is almost intercepted by Reese. Now it's Brenner 2-on-1 against Beam. Brenner moves in. McIntyre comes back. Centering pass and a save made by Kylie Fromm. What a great job by Fromm to get over to cut off that centering one-time chance. That shot by Bile goes high over the top of Fromm. Maggie Wrights at the blue line. That one will stay in the zone. Now it's Reagan Emmy that will try and push it out, but unable to. Brooklyn Bile will keep it in. It'll be sent all the way around here to the near side for now Beam to pick up in the corner. Beam will move it up ahead for Learcamp. Does come out of the zone. Caps can try to make a quick change as the puck will come back in. King moves it around. Backhanded it towards the net, and that one went wide. It looked like maybe by Brooklyn Hewitts. Here on the near side, it's grabbed, and now it's a chance for Ainsley Reese. Reese carries it in. Her shot wide of Pendergrass as it goes out to the far side boards. Lavenger lost the handle of the puck. It is still free for anyone to take, and it's grabbed by Sioux Center and sent down, and we will have an icing as it went just wide of Fromm with 6:42 to go here in the second period. Caps kill off the penalty against Aubrey Stewart, so we're back to 5-on-5. And a really, really good save. Go back to that one at the end of this game. Fromm made a heck of a save, tracking the puck through it, putting herself in a good position to make that save on a real, turned into more of a poke to try and move it in. There's a shot, the face-off rebound is there. Pendergrass somehow falls on it and is able to get the save. 6:34 to go. A really good play there by the Capitals and a better save by Pendergrass, who has now made her 19th save on 20 shots. And the Caps just can't seem to crack her right now. This face-off again won by the Capitals. Birch will send it into the corner and behind the nets. See if the Caps can send a little bit of a cycle up. Sienna Tipton trying to get to the puck. Instead, it's going to be sent over the far side and out of the zone, where it's now Sabota. That's it, Sabota. He got checked towards the boards and more just hit or pushed to the boards. This will be sent out by the Capitals. This will be iced if it gets far enough, and it will be an icing. With 6:05 to go here in the second period. Face-off will be to the right of Fromm on the offensive zone opportunity. 6:05 remaining here in the second period. 1-1 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. This face-off will be at the face-off dot. There's 5 players all the way around it. Brenna Ullman will send it here for Kirsten Miller, who will kick it to her stick. And now it's Ullman that will carry it back into the offensive zone. Ullman sends it wide. It'll go to the far side where it's going to be Kirsten Miller that will pick it up. Try to center one for Nemec. And we'll get to the corner. Ullman, Nemec, diving poke check to get it away. And then this will be sent down. And we didn't have too many icings in the first period, but we've had 3 pretty much all in a row right now with 5:34 to go in this second period. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. John Winkler with you on this Friday night. 2 o'clock puck drop tomorrow between the Caps and Sioux Falls Flyers in Sioux Falls in the Shields Iceplex. We'll have coverage at 1:40. Don't forget we've got Army and Navy tomorrow on KCCR as well, and a bowl game for the first time in 2025. Here's a centering pass. It will get in. good. They score. Was it Brenna Ullman that got a piece of it, or is it Kirsten Miller's goal? They're talking about it. The referees are talking about it, trying to figure out who actually got the goal, but either way, the Caps will take a 2-1 lead with 5:24 to go here in the second period. Miller threw it to the nets. The puck went just off of Pendergrass and somehow just bounced its way into the nets, across the red line and in. And it makes it a 2-1 lead for the Capitals now here in the second period. We'll see and wait to hear what the official word is. 5:16 remaining here in the second period. We'll see if we can get that before they even announce it over the PA. It's hard to hear the PA from where we're sitting at right now. But if it's Miller, it's going to be her second of the season. If it's Ullman, it's her third of the season. As this will be to the side of the net. It is Brenna Ullman that did get a piece of it, so it will be her goal. Here is Stewart centering one over for Learcamp, just a bit ahead of her. McIntyre fighting for the puck. Kirsten Curiel comes away with it. And this will be out of the zone. Caps, they're going to be a penalty coming up against Oahe. As Rhea Brenner had it, and now we get the whistle with 4:45 to go, 4:42 to go here in the second period. So Brenna Ullman from Kirsten Miller and Peyton Emmy. That is Miller's second assist, Ullman's third goal. And for Peyton Emmy, I believe that would be her first varsity points. So Peyton Emmy gets her first varsity points, and the Caps are on the penalty kill, by the way. Dakota McIntyre just ended up getting called for the penalty. That puck is loose in the slot, and it'll be cleared away by the Capitals all the way down. It is McIntyre called for a hook, and then this will be sent up ahead, as this will be nearly offside. Rhea Brenner with a shot. That one goes wide. Referee had fallen down, and we have two officials, so we call the lines. There's a shot. That went off the stick of Kylie Fromm, who had dropped her stick, and she made the save with the drop stick. This will be trying to be sent up and out of the zone. Mason Cannigator has it, centering one over. It is now going to be Emily Nemec that will send it all the way down, and Fromm can grab her retriever stick, grab it, and reset. A wild sequence all the way around. Emily Nemec will send it to the net. That was sticked away by Pendergrass. 55 seconds to go here in the power play for Sioux Center. Their third of the evening. Third Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill. And there is an offside call against the Sioux Center Storm. So McIntyre got called for a hook. Sioux Center 0 for 2 in the power play right now. 3:31 to go here in the second period. 49 seconds to go on the power play. Caps with a 2-1 lead. This will be sent all the way down. Once again, the Caps will make Sioux Center go all the way up the ice. It is Nemec that will retrieve the puck after it was missed by Sioux Center, but can't clear it. It is going to be held in by Felton. That goes to the corner on the near side. It is played by Wasman, the goal scorer for Sioux Center. Centering one, that goes over the top of the net. Couple players fall down, trying to get a shot away, and then it'll eventually be covered up by Fromm to get the whistle. As it was Groenweg, Malin Groenweg, that took the shot with a lot of traffic. And it'll be an offensive zone face-off here for Sioux Center. 2:55 remaining here in this second period. Getting a couple of late changes here for the Capitals. Face-off will be controlled here. There's 12 seconds to go in the power play. It's controlled by Sioux Center. Groenweg in the corner. Centers one. No one there except for Mallory Learcamp. And she will get out of the zone. McIntyre is going to be coming out here in just a second. And now it is back to 5-on-5 as McIntyre and the Caps are able to kill off that penalty against. Sioux Center now 0 for 3 in the power play. Here's Groenweg. That's blocked on the shot by Birch. It is McIntaffer that swings at it, can't get it out. Couple of players poke at the puck. It is coming free. There's a good save made by Fromm on the right pad on a shot that went up high, and a really good blocker save, not pad, blocker save made by Fromm. Here is Sioux Center again, back to Brenner on the near side, but Birch was the first one to it, played it out of the zone. Felton will be here for Canagator. Good quick pass over, and it's Brenner that moves it back in. Brenner can't get a shot away. Comes out to the blue line for Felton, sends it to the net, got all the way through, and Fromm was able to get a save just off the right pad and wide. Out of the zone by McIntaffer. This won't have the legs for an icing. It'll be picked up by Felton with 1:40 to go here in the second period. Basic Canagator for Sioux Center, the 1-goal lead for the Capitals. Canagator moves in, trying to move around Birch. He was pushed away by Birch. Canagator tried to center one, but it was blocked by Birch, and from the ground, it's going to be sent to the blue line. And now the Caps can get some speed going the other way. Can they get into the offensive zone, though, with it? And we will get a whistle, and is it an offside call against the Caps? It looked like maybe they were offside, but I think maybe the puck, and I lose sight of the puck from near the boards here, and keep back in with 1:16 to go here in the second period. Callie Beam, pass goes off of the boards to herself, and Beam carries in the offensive zone. Beam centered one, and Reagan Emmy, that one might have been off the stick right in front of her. Peyton Emmy will get to the puck, and it'll be sent back in by Wasman. Here is Beam that will send it hard around the boards for Boyer. Off the boards, Boyer. And here's Kedley Boyer. She gets pushed to the ice. Trying to get back up on her skates. Peyton Emmy will send it back in. It will be off the pad of Pendergrass. 35 seconds to go here in the second period. This will be sent up and grabbed here, Jalen Visser. Visser with the assist on that goal. This will bounce its way to Fromm, and she will just put the big glove on top of it, get the whistle with 26.2 to go here in the second period. Face-off will be to the left of Fromm. Canagator will take the face-off for Sioux Center. Nemec will take it here for the Capitals. It is won by Nemec. Birch will play it hard off the boards, but Brenner will get to it first for Sioux Center. Out to the blue line. Pass comes here to the near side. Kirsten Curiel walks in. That shot, and we get maybe a crease call, or the net came off of its pegs, and it is a crease call against Sioux Center. So that face-off will come out of the zone with 15.2 to go here in the second period. A big call against Sioux Center, because that now takes away their opportunity inside the zone, and they have very little time to work with to get themselves moving back into the zone with only 15 seconds remaining. That face-off was won by Sioux Center, but now it's Nemec that will send it in deep with 7 seconds to go. Ullman behind the net, centers one for Nemec. This will come out as it missed Nemec, and it will take care of the second period. And it is a 2-1 lead on Brenna Ullman's goal that gives the Caps the advantage at the end of 2 periods. We'll come back and highlight this second period as we head into our second intermission. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
When the whistle blows and the season begins, you need more than skill to stay in the game. From football pads and hockey sticks to golf clubs, bikes, and fishing gear, your equipment is an investment. At State Farm, we help make sure it's protected, because accidents happen, bags get stolen, gear gets damaged, and games get rough. With the right coverage, you can get back in action fast.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
The Boys and Girls Club of the capital area serves over 250 kids every day, giving them a safe place to go after school where they have fun and engage in learning activities school cannot provide. It is our mission to help every child become the best they can be. You can help children have a great future too by donating or volunteering for the club. For more information, go to bgccaparea.org or call us at 605-224-8699. From all of us here at the club, go Caps!
When you bank with First Fidelity, we reinvest your deposit right back into our community. We make loans to local families, farms, and small businesses. Community reinvestment is one of our basic purposes. It's vital to the local economy. It also helps grow our community. Stop by one of our branches today. First Fidelity Bank, first-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience in their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
Hi, this is Jim Wadeen, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back and into our second emission report, the Hawaii Capitals have a 2-1 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard, as the lone goal in that second period came by Brenna Ullman, who tapped in that shot that came from Kirsten Miller to make it a 2-1 advantage. Ullman got their third of the season, Miller her second assist, and then also Peyton Emmy gets her first varsity point as she gets the secondary assist, as it is a 2-1 lead for the Caps. That came with 5:24 to go in the second period, the only goal scored in that second period. The Caps did not get a power play in the second. There were two penalties called, though. Aubrey Stewart got called for a hook, and then Dakota McIntaffer got called for a hook, but the Caps killed off both against, and they are 3 for 3 in the penalty kill through 2 periods and 1 for 1 on the power play through those 2 periods. So special teams 100% right now. They would like to keep that the same way, regardless if they get any power plays or any have to be on the penalty kill anymore. They want to make sure that they go 100% and be perfect on the their special teams here in this game, because a 2-1 game, that next shot's and that next goal is a big one. 3-1 lead or a 2-2 tie, the dynamic of the game will change completely depending on who gets that next goal. So the Caps, who got that lone goal in the second, they want to make sure that they finish off this game strong and get ready to go for the game tomorrow against Sioux Falls. It's a late night, and it's a high school kid, so that, and I guess some middle school kids too. They're not probably worried so much about the late night, but it does turn into a quick afternoon because you have to be back on the ice varsity-wise at 2 o'clock. I believe there's a 14U game before then, so that again leads to things being a lot quicker of a turnaround after the game tonight. So anything that can help alleviate some of the pressure, alleviate some of the stress, help you get to sleep a little bit earlier, help save those legs, whatever it might be, you'll need them tomorrow. You don't want to look ahead to tomorrow. You don't want to take it easy and say, well, we got to save our energy for tomorrow. You got to make sure you get the win here tonight before you start worrying about tomorrow. But the quicker the Caps can maybe get that next goal to go up 3-1, maybe make it a 4-1 lead. Again, you're not going to coast, but maybe things can shift a little bit in the mind of Coach Wadeen, and maybe maybe you can mix and match a little bit differently. Maybe you are going to start mixing and matching, not because of tomorrow, but because of just trying to maybe see if something else can work through here in this third period for the Capitals. Not that it hasn't worked so far in this game for Oahe, but every coach is trying to find a very good balance of lines, of chemistry, all of that, and we'll see if there would be any changes for the Capitals in this third period, or if they can maybe start to make a couple of changes in the third period because they build a bigger lead as the day goes on. It is a 2-1 lead for the Capitals over the Sioux Center Storm. Here at the end of the second period, we'll return with more in the second intermission report. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The puck drops, the crowd roars, and Hawaii hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to support local hockey all season long. Whether you're hitting the road for work, school, or your next adventure, they've got your automotive needs covered. Stop by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre. Driven by community, powered by you.
Hi, this is Jason from Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio here in Pierre. This Christmas, give the gift the whole family can enjoy. We carry hot spring, caldera, and free flow spas, soothing saunas, and quality pool tables. For 35 years, we've brought South Dakota families the very best, and we still offer the guaranteed lowest prices in the state on every spa and every product we sell. So this holiday season, give comfort, give wellness, and give memories. Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio, quality you trust at the guaranteed lowest price in South Dakota.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Since 1956, Ferding Electric has been serving South Dakota with reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work. Their team of licensed, knowledgeable electricians will help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential, commercial, or agriculture. We know how to get the job done right. The history of Ferding Electric is something to be very proud of, and they work every day to ensure they remain the best electricians in Central South Dakota. Call 224-8684 or visit their website at ferding.com. That's ferding.com.
Looking for a trusted partner in your automotive journey? Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, is here for all your car buying, service, and repair needs. Whether you're shopping for a new ride, keeping your vehicle running smoothly, or looking for expert advice, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service every step of the way. We offer a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, along with a service department you can count on. Come down to Beck Motor Company, where your satisfaction is our top priority. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. BeckMotors.com, 605-224-5912.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Hi, this is Elliot Birch, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back and we continue our second intermission report, 2-1 lead for the Hawaii Capitals over the Sioux Center Storm through two periods. Real quick, want to give a shout out to a lot of these teams that are playing this weekend. If you are at home this weekend and in between, and maybe you can and still be at the Expo Center and be watching the games as well on your phone or listening on CapitalCityRock.com. But there are some games at home this weekend. Squirt Bees will take on Brandon at 9:30 tomorrow. Pee Wee A versus Mitchell at 12:30. And then at 5:15, the Squirt B team will take on Yankton. On Sunday, Squirt Bees will take on Sioux Center. Squirt B against Sioux Falls 2 at 1:30. That's at 9 a.m. Squirt B versus Sioux Center. Pee Wee A takes on Mitchell at 3 o'clock. were a couple games. Bantam B started at 6:15. Boys JV at Brookings. Both those games are in Brookings at 6:15 and 8 o'clock tonight on the road. Squirt A is on the road tomorrow against Sioux Falls at 9 a.m. Pee Wee C is taking on Northern Hills on the road at 10:30. So the Chinook will be their first season. Great to see another organization in Northern Hills playing as well. Girls U14 at 12 o'clock at Sioux Falls. 1 o'clock, Squirt A versus Brookings. Bantam B takes on Sioux Center at 1:15. 2 o'clock is the varsity game between the girls and Sioux Falls. Boys JV at 3 o'clock at Sioux Center. Girls JV will follow in Sioux Falls after the varsity game. The boys varsity at 5 o'clock at Sioux Center. Then on Sunday, Bantam B at 8 a.m. at Sioux Center. JV boys at Sioux Center at 10 a.m. Followed by then boys varsity at 12. Squirt A's in Aberdeen at 11 a.m. They also play Brookings at 1 o'clock, and then Pee Wee C against Northern Hills at 3:30 as well tomorrow, all on the road. We've got one more commercial break. We've got the third period next. Capitals lead at 2-1. American Family Insurance. Brittany shuffled by a scoreboard. Listening to Hawaii Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC. 224-6627.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty or utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Dakota McTuffer, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back, we are underway to start this third period as the White Capitals will win the opening faceoff, as it will be Brenna Ullman here for the Caps as we just got back on in time to give you the start of this third period. 2-1 lead for the Hawaii Capitals as they go from left to right on your radio dial. Sioux Center from right to left as they will move it up from right to left right now, as it will be pushed along by Maggie Wrights as it got to the offensive zone. And now it will be an opportunity from that corner, trying to center one back for Wright. It's now Birch that will pick it up. Brought it back behind the net and will be sending to the far side boards. Nice move in. There's a shot, but that's blocked by Birch. Kirsten Curiel with that opportunity, and a really good block there by Birch. Never got to the net. Caps will make a quick change here, 45 seconds into this third period, as the pass will come here for Amanda King on the near side. Her backhanded pass, that will be broken up, but it will still be a race for the puck as Brenner will have it. Sonia Judd is able to cancel her out, and the Caps start to move it up ahead. Mallory Learcamp trying to move it along. Avery Felton over there. Dakota McIntyre will get it into the offensive zone. That puck, Learcamp now is going to be for Ainsley Reese. Reese with a shot that got all the way through, but it did go wide of Pendergrass. Pendergrass couldn't see where it had gone to. Reese will pick it back up in the neutral zone. Back for Learcamp. Onside play for the Capitals. McIntyre grabs it. Her shot and a save. Rebound is still loose. Back over for Learcamp, and that one got blocked and never got to the net. Stewart will grab it as a pass will come back to Beam, but that's intercepted by King. And it's now Macy Cannigator that will send it down the ice. That will be an icing against Sioux Center, and we get a whistle with 15-18 to go here in the third period. Really good first couple of shifts here for the Capitals. That was a good look there for the Caps. It was a good save by Pendergrass. The puck started to come back out, and a really smart shot that just ended up being blocked, and it never got to the net. It was trying to find it, had a good look at finding an open net. But just a lot of bodies in front, and this will miss everybody on the pass from Sioux Center. So we get another icing with 15:07 to go here in the third period. We'll have a quick post-game show when we get done here tonight, and then we'll get you set for tomorrow afternoon between the Caps and the Sioux Falls Flyers from the Shields Iceplex. The Hawaii Lady Capitals will be trying to knock off the defending state champions, who are 4-0 on the season. Caps are trying to go and get their fourth win of the season at 3-1 right now. An opportunity for maybe a 2-on-1. That pass trying to move up to number 22, Sabota, was behind her. Did not come in on side. And we get a whistle with 14:46 remaining here in this third period. And the face-off will be just outside the Capitals' blue line. We'll have coverage at 1:40 tomorrow afternoon. 2 o'clock puck drop for girls varsity action on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Emily Nemec here to Elliot Birch. That one misses Birch, but she'll grab it in the corner. And now Birch here to the near side for Ullman off of her stick and skate. Now it's for Wasman and Birch, but Nemec will support, grab the puck, and then it missed it. Maybe a little wet spot there in the corner. Puck's not moving over very well, and this will come out of the zone. Brooklyn Bile has it for Sioux Center. Kirsten Miller all over her. Bile got to the red line and dumped it in deep. It is Birch that will grab it, send it here to the nearest side. Ullman is there on the near side boards. Fans in the pass attempt. It is turned over to the front of the net. Good job by Sonia Judd to step in front of that to Visser opportunity. This will be offside. There is a big check that maybe gets called for a penalty. And I believe, or it is going to be a cross check that is going to come against the Sioux Center Storm. So it should be an offensive zone face-off here for the Capitals. It will be with 13:57 to go. Kirsten Curiel will get called for the cross check. Her second penalty. She's been the only one to be booked with penalties in this game for Sioux Center. So the Caps get their second Boys and Girls Club power play. They can make it a 3-1 game. They are 1 for 1 so far. Aubrey Stewart had the goal. Face-off is won by Sioux Center. Comes here to the near side. Callie Beam will win the race to the blue line to hold it in the zone. Down for McIntyre, missed to Learcamp, and now Brenner trying to get free, but a good job by Aubrey Stewart to get back. She's had a heck of a hockey game as Aubrey Stewart. It is Boyer into the offensive zone. She got tangled up with Avery Felton. Both The puck was far away from both of them. They're still getting tangled up. This will be out to the blue line, held in by Beam again. Pass will come over. Now it's McIntyre trying to backhand a shot, and then is cleared away by Sioux Center off the stick of Beam and out of the zone. Beam has it, goes cross-ice pass. Here is Stewart that picks it up. She'll go cross-ice for Learcamp and in. Learcamp shot, that was off of Pendergrass. Hit her glove, but she didn't catch it cleanly. It'll come here to the near side where it's Learcamp that will pick it up again. That pass is blocked off the glove of Stewart in front, and then the shot by Boyer gets kicked away by Pendergrass. Trying to center one again. Another centering pass after it's blocked the first time. Eventually is cleared away by Sioux Center. 50 seconds to go here in the power play. Caps are in the midst of a change. From passing up there. Caps have got to make sure they get everybody off. That was very close to having too many on the ice, but it does not go against the Capitals as Elliott Birch will one hand on her stick, moves it up ahead. Nemec, that puck is still at the blue line, and it will be eventually grabbed. Nemec will bring it in the offensive zone, but can't get it in deep. Bile will turn with it, and then Bile will try and send it down, but that's off the stick of Miller, and it's held in. Miller will get it to the corner. 20 seconds to go on the power play for the Capitals. Off the glass is not being able to be held in by Birch, and that will pretty much take care of the power play. One last quick chance up the ice here for the Capitals as Beam will try and settle it down. And again, that spot over there in the corner on the near side is not kind to anybody. Puck gets slowed up real fast. Ullman will try and send it in deep. Power play is over. Ullman with a shot off the goalpost. You can hear it off the ping off the pipe. It'll be cleared down. It will be icing against Sioux Center. With 11:47 to go, the Capitals are now 1 for 2 in the power play. Let's see if the offensive pressure can stick with it. The Caps are actually outshot by Sioux Center in the second period, 12-10. Right now it is 2-0 in shots on goal in this third period. And we still got 11:47 to go here in the third. Face-off is won by the Capitals. Beam in the corner. Tried to center it back out. There's a centering pass, and that was pushed away by Reagan Emmy, trying to poke it towards the net. Beam nearly lost the puck. She's trying to fight with it as she goes down. It'll be now Groenweg up ahead to the blue line. Peyton Emmy's able to hold it in. And then it'll be sent all the way down the ice. It'll come back to Beam, who is skating off the ice, but she'll have to play the puck. She'll send it down deep again, and she'll get off the ice. Here is now at the red line. It is Reagan Emmy. Sienna Tipton in there as well. Pass trying to go back to Tipton out of the zone. And it's now picked up by Birch. Birch will play it into the neutral zone. Goes back to Birch again. Her pass will go all the way across for Stewart. Tipped along. This is at the blue line. Goes back out of the zone. Caps continue to make changes on the fly. It is now up ahead for Stewart. That goes off of her stick, but she's able to track it down the corner. Centering one. This is for everybody. Sonia Junt trying to hold it in the zone, as along with also Learcamp. But it'll now be towards that far side. And it will scoot its way down to Fromm, and she'll play it here to the near side. She has not made a save in this third period. No shots yet for Sioux Center in the third. Dakota McIntyre, good move for McIntyre. She'll get free and into the offensive zone. McIntyre will play to the corner. Stewart will race to the puck. She's late on a shift though with Stewart. She is gassed. She's got to get off the ice. Kirsten Curiel will carry it into the offensive zone. Curiel spin move around, but can't get free for his shot. Here is Beam that's back on the ice. Beam will pick up speed getting into the offensive zone. She gets tripped up. Penalty coming up against Sioux Center. And the Caps will go back on the power play with 9:42 to go here in the third period. And it'll be Felton that will go for the trip. She wasn't trying to trip, but she had gotten to fall onto the ice, and then Beam stepped on the stick, fell down, and Felton gets called for the penalty. With 9:42 to go here in the third period. And it's now the third Boys and Girls Club power play for the Capitals, who are 1 for 2 so far. This would be a big one to try and ice the game. Obviously, a 2-goal lead does not ice the game. There's a shot off the face-off and a save made by Pendergrass. But it does go a long way to try and help ice this hockey game. Brenna Ullman for Birch on the far side boards. Underneath the face-off dot. Centering pass goes to the far side, near side boards. That one coming from Nemec to the front of the net. And then there will be Nemec that will look to try and pick up the puck again. And it's out of the zone by Sioux Center. And Brenner will send it all the way down. Where it's now Birch that will poke at it. But it's Sioux Center that will pick it up. Amanda King had it for a moment. And now we get a whistle and a penalty coming up against Elliott Birch. And the power play will end for the Capitals with 9:01 to go. And Birch is in the penalty box for a hook. So we'll play 4-on-4 for a minute 20. And then it'll be the fourth power play for Sioux Center, who are 0 for 3 so far. Face-off is won by Sioux Center. Pass will go across and out of the zone. Bile will have to go back into the neutral zone to pick up the puck. And then the pass over for Cannigator misses. As it's now Peyton Emmy that's trying to fight for the puck. Cannigator moves it over, far side. Carried in. Bile with a pass over, and that shot goes over the top of the cage. Stays in play. Groenweg goes down, trying to dive to make the play. Still grabbed by Sioux Center. Good stick from Callie Beam to knock it away from Cannigator. And that'll try to be set down, but went off of Dakota McIntyre. Here's a shot attempted, a save. Rebound is there. Backhand, another save made by Fromm. Got the right pad out to make the save. Caps are trying to ice the puck. They are unable to. Now it's going to be McIntyre that sends it down. It is 4-on-4 right now for another 25 seconds, so there would be icing against the Capitals. Cannigator will move it back in onside. Her centering pass tipped to the net. Another great save by Fromm. Out to the blue line. It is now grabbed by Brooklyn Bile. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Bile back in onside. Bile behind the net, looking to center one. Bile still with it, circling the wagon. Leaves it for Cannigator. Cannigator to backhand, centers one. This will be cleared away by the Capitals. As eventually the Caps finally get an opportunity to get away from the puck and move it down the ice. Here is Learcamp and Lavenger moving in shorthanded. Lavenger looking for Learcamp. That shot and a save made by Pendergrass. A huge save by Victoria Pendergrass with 7:23 to go. And a great pass by Lavenger. Learcamp was all alone in front. And Pendergrass shut the door on Learcamp. 22 seconds to go on the power play for Sioux Center. Abbreviated 40-second power play. Face off to the right of Pendergrass, who has now made 26 saves on 28 shots. Both these goalies have played really well. This will be for Sonia Junt. Plays it up the boards. Out of the zone, Elliott Birch will join the play here in just a moment. At the blue line, it is now moved in. Here's a shot, and that went wide by Curiel. Birch comes out of the penalty box. She's going to skate all the way across. This centering pass out in front of the net, out from the slot. That shot got through to save, and there is another save by Callie Fromm to get the whistle. With 6:50 to go here in the third period, and the Caps are now 4 for 4 the penalty kill. It is now 5-5 in shots on goal in this third period, and it has been a feverish 5 shots by Sioux Center in this third. Face-off will be to the right of Fromm. Still in the offensive zone. We're under 7 minutes to go here in the third period. Still in a 1-goal game. As the puck will come here to the near side. Maggie Wright can't hang on the puck. As it's now Emily Nemec, chance for a 2-on-1. Nemec, her shot, that one, Pendergrass off the bounce is able to kick it away with the right pad. Ullman will play it back out of the blue line. Birch will send it to the net, but that was blocked by Cannigator. Now moves up ahead, and it's now Rhea Brenner that will move into the offensive zone. That bouncing puck got to the net and stopped by Fromm, and we get a whistle with 6:21 to go. Boy, the intensity has really picked up here in the building in the last just 2 minutes of this game. This has been a fun hockey game between these two teams. They've still got another 6:21 to go in the third period. Face-off is won by the Capitals. Lavenger gets it out of the zone and push it up ahead to Reagan Emmy. Now it's Callie Beam. That one misses, but it was tipped. So there is no icing. Racing to the puck, Felton and Emmy. Reagan Emmy will get to the puck first. Try to send it to the net. It got to Pendergrass, and she's able to cover and get the whistle with 5:59 to go now here in the third period. And the Caps still clinging to that 2-1 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Ava Lavenger will take the face-off to the right of Pendergrass. It was tied up and controlled by Sioux Center on that far side. Still battling. 4 players are battling for on that far side boards. All tangled up over there. Wasman, one of those players who scored the only goal so far for Sioux Center, her first of the season, does come free as it's going to be Bile that's trying to race after the puck. Really good stick there from Beam. Bile goes down. We get a hand that goes up. It's going to be a penalty against Bile, and it will be another power play for the Capitals with 5:24 to go. A hook is called against Bile, and that's a break for the Capitals to now get a power play with 5:24 to go. The third penalty of this third period against Sioux Center. Caps are 0 for 2 in the period, but are 1 for 3 in the game so far. Both teams have now had 4 power plays. Face off to the right of Pendergrass. This will be won by the Capitals. There's a shot by Lavenger, tipped to the net, and was tipped wide by Kirsten Miller. Nemec centers one for Miller, but handcuffed her, and it does go out of the zone. And it's now Lavenger that will pick it up here for the Capitals. Lavenger behind the net, gets it over to the far side. She'll stop and start, and it'll come here near side for Nemec. Nemec will wait, and her pass will come over for Miller. And then as Birch got it into the offensive zone, it was hit off the referee, so it was able to be even more played in the offensive zone by the Capitals. Nemec will try and get over to it, but it will be instead grabbed by Curiel, and she'll send it all the way down the ice. Wide of Fromm with 1:14 to go on the power play. 4.5 minutes remaining in the third period. The Caps still hold on to that 1-goal lead. Hard off the boards by Birch. It was grabbed by Sioux Center. Puck is still loose in the neutral zone. McIntyre will play it into the open space in the near side where it's grabbed by Curiel. Kirsten Curiel starts to move in. Good win by Stewart to get back defensively. Beam picks up the puck and finds Ullman, who will put the brakes on and will pick up some open space in the ice. Got to the blue line, winds up with a slap shot, and Pendergrass will make the save and will get the whistle with 4:06 to go now here in the third period. It's a hard slap shot by the junior Brenda Ullman, who does have that go-ahead goal right now, her third of the season. Face-off will be to the left of Pendergrass. McIntyre will take it for the Capitals. It is going to be won by McIntyre, and that shot got blocked. Now Stewart backhands it towards the net. Kelly Boyer had fallen over in front of the net. Now a clearing attempt is all the way down the ice by Sioux Center. 28 seconds to go in the power play. Under 4 minutes left to go here in the third period. Beam, nice move around. Near side, that pass goes cross ice. Stewart got to the red line, but failed to the pass attempt. Puck still got in the offensive zone for the Capitals. McIntyre trying to take the puck away from Groenweg, but it'll be sent down one more time, and that will take care of the power play. The Caps are 0 for 3 here in the third, and 1 for 4 in the game of the Boys and Girls Club power play. Up the ice, that one's off the stick of Felton, now moved back in by Stewart. On her off wing, Stewart behind the net, looking to set one up here for Learkamp. That shot from the top of the face-off circle, that got blocked, and it's Sioux Center that gets it out of the zone. Out for Birch, pass goes across. Maggie right now will have it in her own end of the ice. Trying to move it up ahead for Groenweg, but it's now grabbed here by Lavenger. Good play by Sioux Center to take the puck away from Lavenger. Pass here for Boyer. That one bounces away. Everybody was starting to bounce off of each other. And now Boyer will pick it back up and will play to the corner where Lavenger will grab it. Lavenger will circle behind the nets. Trying to set up from behind the net. Here is Birch that had moved in and kind of shifted down low to try and see if she can get below the defense and surprise everybody, but could never get a shot away. Lavenger at the blue line, can't hold it in. It's now in the neutral zone where it's going to be picked up by Birch at her own blue line. 2:20 to go here in the third period. Up ahead for Reagan Emmy. Emmy gets knocked down, and then that pass will go up ahead for Brenner. Stick lift there by Nemec, and Emily Nemec will carry it in the offensive zone. Nemec will swing wide, strong wing, a centering one for Beam. Got to Pendergrass and will get a whistle with 1:58 to go here in the third period. Coach Don Cannigator, will he take his timeouts? And he will take that timeout. Give us a chance to kind of reset things here in this third period. 2-1 is their score on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Coach Wadeen has made his way onto the ice to talk with the girls and make sure that, yes, you like to see a goal scored here in the last 2 minutes, but you don't need to score to win this hockey game. You have to be just as good defensively. You have to be better defensively than you have to be offensively in the last 2 minutes. And if you're Sioux Center, you're probably talking about a little bit, well, maybe not talking about Coach Cannigator pulling the goalie, but Pendergrass right now, I think talking to Haley Schumacher, the backup goalie, who is not dressed tonight. Maybe it could be another girl too. There is no backup goalie dressed for the Sioux Center Storm. But Coach Cannigator talking about how they got to get the puck the other end of the ice. They have to move things up. And it's more of you probably telling Pendergrass, hey, you're just going to be looking at me to pull the goalie and get that sixth attacker. So with just 2 minutes to go, let's see what the Caps, they can finish off this win here tonight on the Friday night and a cold night here in Sioux Center. It'll be a cold weekend, but if there's any indication how the weekend will go, we're in for a treat of 3 games this weekend here on Capital City Rock. Face-off will be to the right of Pendergrass. Emily Nemec will take the face-off for the Capitals. 1:58 remaining here in the third period. This puck at the face-off dot. Now Brenner, who got behind Callie Beam, trying to win the race up the ice. Beam trying to force the puck away from Brenner. Puck is still behind the net and grabbed by Beam. And Pendergrass went to the bench, so it's an extra attacker. 6-on-5 right now here for the Capitals. Emily Nemec with the empty net. Fan on the shot attempt. Nemec centers one. Miller scores! Empty net goal for Kirsten Miller. And a 3-1 lead for the Capitals, her second of the season. And that just about does it here with 92 seconds to go. The Caps have scored the last 3 goals. Nemec will get the assist. That'll be her 4th of the season. And a 3-1 advantage on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Miller's goal makes it 3-1. So we are 92 seconds away for the Caps to go to 4-1 of the season. Nemec will take the face-off. Not expect Pendergrass to go to the bench again, especially if the Caps can force the play to be on their offensive side. Here is Miller that plays it back for Ullman. That shot, that was blocked by Curiel. And then it will be picked back up by Miller with a shot that goes wide. She almost scored twice. One with the goalie pulled, one without the goalie pulled. This will be Ullman that will pick it back up. Ullman still in the offensive zone. Minute to go here in the third period. Curiel lost the puck. Ullman will grab it. Centered one for Miller. Miller trying to kick it. She kicks it over to Ullman. Can't kick it into the net, but she could kick it for a pass. And it was almost Ullman that could have just swiped it into the goal. Birch will send it back at the red line. 45 seconds to go here in the third period. They are going to pull Pendergrass again. It is now McIntaffer that will pick it up. Pendergrass will have to go back. She was skating, got between the circles. As Stewart now will grab it in the corner, trying to center one. With only 30 seconds to go here in the third period. A couple of players tumble down. It'll be Callie Beam with a nice play. Fake the pass to Birch, and then Beam will move into the offensive zone. Beam will circle behind the nets. Got to the corner, trying to center one. She does, they score! It is poked in by Dakota McIntaffer with 14 seconds remaining, and the Caps take a 4-1 lead. McIntaffer will score her third of the season, and a great pass from Callie Beam, who gets her first point of the year. Makes it 4-1 with just 14 seconds to go here in the third. And the Caps will ice it and pick up their fourth win of the season. Good play by the stick of McIntaffer. Saw that puck come towards the front of the net. Great pass by Beam. Was able to finish out a two-goal period. They will win by 3 as the time expires, and the Caps move to 4-1 on the year, scoring twice in the final minute and a half with an empty net goal by Kirsten Miller, and then Dakota McIntaffer sealing it with that goal. 14 seconds remaining as it is 25 saves for Kylie Fromm in the win. 32 saves on 35 shots against for Victoria Pendergrass. And the Caps move to 4-1 on the season. They win it 4-1 tonight over the Sioux Center Storm. Back with the post-game show after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The Boys and Girls Club of the Capital area serves over 250 kids every day, giving them a safe place to go after school where they have fun and engage in learning activities school cannot provide. It is our mission to help every child become the best they can be. You can help children have a great future too by donating or volunteering for the club. For more information, go to vgccaparea.org or call us at 605-224-8699. From all of us here at the club, go Caps.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Since the day First Fidelity Bank first opened its doors for business in 1905, we've served the credit and investment needs of this area. The money that's deposited with us is reinvested locally in the form of loans to area families, farms, and small businesses, where it can help create new opportunities for everyone in our community. First Fidelity Bank. First-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty or utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Hi, this is Aubrey Stewart, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back, it is a final 4-1 win for the Hawaii Capitals over the Sioux Center Storm, as it is the Caps that end up getting the through 2 goals in the final minute and 32 seconds to pick up that 4-1 win. It was 1-1 after 1. It was 2-1 after 2. And the Cavs scored twice in that third period. And the 3-goal deficit doesn't, or 3-goal win doesn't tell you the full story for the Capitals. It was a battle all the way through. An empty net goal by Kirsten Miller made it 3-1 with the minute 32 seconds left. And then with 14 seconds to go, Callie Beam with an impressive play that was able to get the centering pass and tapped in by McIntyre. Really impressive play from McIntyre as well to pick it up a 4-1 lead. And they end up with that 4-1 win as you're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. So really good win for the Capitals. Kylie Fromm ends up with 25 saves on 26 shots, and she made some really good saves in this game to keep the Caps in the lead or at least tied. And those were huge saves. Talked about being the next one was going to be a big one. And obviously, it turned into, with only 92 seconds to go, to take a 3-1 lead. That was the next one, but some of those saves were huge. The one in the second period, the big one, that when it was still 1-1, when Fromm made that the backdoor feed that she was able to go from post to post and make the save. That was one of those key saves that if you go back and think, well, if Sioux Center takes the lead, what's the final score? Are we going to overtime? Is it going to be a still win for the Capitals, or is Sioux Center going to maybe open the floodgates? But with the save that Fromm made, it was huge. And then obviously the Caps get the opportunity with the empty net. Kirsten Miller wasn't going to miss from the high slot out just beyond the circles of the faceoff dot, and she wasn't going to miss from there. And the Caps are able to pick up the 4-1 win, as it was Aubrey Stewart in the power play that tied the game. Brenna Ullman, who gave the Caps the lead, eventual game winner. Kirsten Miller and then McIntyre all scoring in the game for the Capitals to win it 4-1 here tonight as they outshoot Sioux Center 36-26. Victoria Pendergrass played a heck of a game. Jordan Wasman got the first goal of the game to give Sioux Center the lead, but the Caps tied it up and then end up picking up a 2-1 lead after two, and then finish off with a 4-1 win here against Sioux Center. They're now 4-1 in the season. It is Sioux Center that drops to 1-5. The Caps will take on Sioux Falls Flyers tomorrow with a puck drop time at 1:40 and a 2 o'clock. Make that a puck drop time at 2 o'clock and a coverage time at 1:40 on Capital City Rock and here on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. That'll wrap things up for us here tonight. Thanks to Emma Thielen, who helped get us started here tonight. We will have more hockey for you coming up tomorrow at 1:40 between the Caps and the Sioux Falls Flyers. But tonight it is a 4-1 win for the Capitals over Sioux Center as we say so long from the Sioux Center Vernon.
Oahe Capitals on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The Capitals are brought to you by Leisure Palace, AirTech Heating and Cooling, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, AGE, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Dakota Storm Roofing, Beck Motor Company, Birding Electric, First Fidelity Bank, Xander Auto Parts, State Farm Becky Pottsba Agency, River Bottom Sanitation, the Boys and Girls Club, Hermanson Orthodontics, Weatherall Roofing, Wagner Auto, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, and American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency. Join us all season for more Capitals hockey here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's